Day 1. I'm not even sure why I'm talking into this thing. Guess it's so I don't forget how it all happened. Or maybe so if I don't make it, someone finds this and knows I tried. I left town just before sunrise. Streets were kinda wrong. Not empty, not full, just wrong. Burned out cars in the intersection, broken glass all over the sidewalks, and every so often, I'd see one of them. I saw my first one right outside the gas station on Pine. He was leaning against the door like he owned the place. Eyes half open but locked on me the second I moved. The way his head twitched when he stepped forward, like his body wasn't sure how to be human anymore. I knew what he was. The back roads out of town were quieter, but not safe. Halfway here I hit a jam bridge. 5 cars piled up, all pointing the wrong way. When I tried to go around, I saw a family SUV with the windows smashed in. I didn't look inside. I didn't have to. There was blood on the roof, like something had been on top while they were inside of it. One of them followed me to the bridge. I don't know how long it trailed me before I noticed, but once I did, I kept walking. Didn't run. Running makes noise. Noise makes more of them. It followed me for almost a mile. Only stopped when something else caught its attention in the woods. I didn't look to see what it was. Just kept moving. When I finally saw the cabin, I almost didn't believe it was real. Roof intact, windows aren't broken, door still has a lock. It's small, maybe 2 rooms. Smells like dust and pine needles. I found a wood stove in the corner that still works. That's a good sign. Bad sign is scratches on the back door, low to the ground. Animal perhaps? Maybe. Something's out there. I thought I left them all behind in town, but maybe they're smarter than I hoped. Either way, I'm inside now. The door's locked. Tomorrow I'll check the supplies. Tonight, I'll keep the lights off and see if anything comes looking. Day 2. Didn't sleep much. Every sound outside felt like footsteps. Once I swear I heard breathing at the back door. Slow and steady, but when I checked through the crack in the curtain, there was nothing. At first light, I did a sweep around the cabin. The scratches on the back door are deeper now, fresh, and there are 2 sets of them. One low, like before, and another high, like something tried to reach the latch. I found a half-empty bag of rice and some canned beans in a cupboard. The stove still burns. That's the good news. Bad news is the house door was open and something had been inside. The smell was wrong. Not animal wrong. Corpse wrong. Midday I saw one moving through the trees. It wasn't heading towards me at first, just drifting, but then its head snapped in my direction. I ducked behind the wood pile and stayed there for what felt like an hour, until it wandered off. If it found this place, more could. I'll need to block the windows by tonight. The woods aren't quiet anymore. Day 3. Woke to the sound of something hitting the wall. 3 heavy thuds. Too deliberate to be the wind. I stayed quiet, listening. After a while, I heard the crunch of snow leaves moving away. My hands shook so hard I could barely pour water. Spent the morning dragging old furniture against the windows. Chairs, a table, even the mattress from the bed. Anything to make it harder for something to get in. Around midday, I went to check a small shed out back. Inside, I found a rusted hatchet and a coil of rope. Both could be useful. But there was also a dark smear along the inside wall, like something had been dragged. No body, no tracks. Just the stain. As the sun dropped, I saw 2 of them in the tree line. Not moving towards me, just standing there. Almost as if they were watching. Day 4. No sign of the 2 from last night. I don't know if that's good or bad. I boiled the last of my drinking water today. The creek behind the cabin runs slow. I'm not sure how safe it is. I'll have to risk collecting more tomorrow. Late afternoon, I heard a distant gunshot. Faint but real. 3 in a row, then silence. Somewhere north. That means people. Or it meant people. Night fell fast. The scratching at the back door returned, this time higher up, and longer. I sat with the hatchet in my lap until the noise stopped. Day 5. I ventured to the creek this morning. Took the rope with me. Tied one end to the porch rail in case I had to run back fast. The water was clear, but there were footprints in the mud on the opposite bank. Bare feet. On the way back, I found a half-eaten deer carcass hanging from a tree branch. Its ribcage cracked open. Not the work of any animal I've seen. But it wasn't clean either. Just messy tearing. Day 6. The snow started falling before sunrise. Thick, heavy flakes that swallowed sound. It should have made me feel safer, but all it did was hide the shapes moving between the trees. I tried to keep busy, splitting kindling for the stove, but the axe kept glancing off the wood because my hands wouldn't stop shaking. Twice I thought I saw someone beyond the tree line, but it was just another one of them. Slow, unstoppable, their pale faces barely visible through the curtains of snow. I cooked rice for breakfast and rationed the beans. It's getting harder to pretend this food will last. Just before dark, I heard a low moan drifting with the wind. Couldn't tell how far away it was. I lit the stove, but kept the rest of the cabin in shadow. Day 7. The moaning started again before dawn, closer this time. I climbed into the attic crawl space to see if I could spot them from the small vent up there. There were 4 this time, standing in the clearing. The snow piled on their shoulders like they'd been there all night. By mid-afternoon, I lost sight of them. For a moment, I thought they'd gone, but then came the sound. Wood groaning, the slow scrape of wood shifting against the back door. And now there's a second sound. Not scratching, not shuffling. A knock.